morning. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, everybody. Yes, Thanksgiving Eve. A new, recent, last couple years, new official holiday. Let's see, we got Thanksgiving Eve, Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Eve, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. What is that? Like eight holidays now? Unofficially? Anyway, happy Thanksgiving Eve. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody that will be celebrating tomorrow. I decided to come out to Epcot Center. While it is not officially Christmas yet, it won't be for a couple more days. Christmas at Epcot is always the last to arrive. It's the last one across the start-finish line. Why? Because for whatever reason, Food and Wine overextends his welcome, kind of like those Thanksgiving Day guests, and it's, you know, 2 o'clock in the morning and you got them stragglers hanging around, and somebody goes in somebody in your family goes and cranks up the heat like to 98. Hopefully get them to get the idea to get out of there. I always feel like Food and Wine, as nice as it is, overstays its welcome. I don't understand why they can't end Food and Wine right around like Halloween, and then when the whole resort kicks off its Christmas celebration, which is usually around November 8th or 9th every year, why not do that with Festival of the Holidays? Because as Thanksgiving falls late this year, Festival of the Holidays is only going to be like a month long, which is too short. It's one of the best festivals of the year, I think. But it's going to be our shortest festival of the year, and it's got, I think, the most offerings of any of them. Now, Flower Garden's catching up fast. Flower Garden's got a lot. Festival of the Arts is cool. Last year, though, was very disappointing. But overall, as far as interactivity and things to see, visuals and all that, I would say Festival of the Holidays is probably the best, and then Flower Garden is second. Festival of the Arts used to be way up there, but they're kind of, I don't know what they're doing with Festival of the Arts. It just was kind of lame last year, so. But anyway, this is my favorite of the year. You know, it's pretty funny. I'm trying to do this out of the way so I don't get in anybody's way, and I was literally in one of the farthest reaches of Epcot in the entrance, so nobody would be around, or, you know, don't get anybody in the shots. It's Thanksgiving, so it's a lot of newbies here this week. But this family walked up and stood right behind the camera. I'm like, here I am over in this like obsolete area that nobody ever goes, and this family finds its way over right behind the camera. It's all good though. But anyway, while Festival of the Holidays hasn't started yet, I thought we'd walk around Epcot and see what's going on and see what the decorations look like, because I think everything's pretty much ready, because it will start in 2 or 3 more days, and they have my all-time favorite event, the holiday, or the Christmas Candlelight Processional. The Christmas Candlelight Processional is by far one of the greatest events that Epcot does throughout the year. And we'll talk about that. And then on the way into Epcot here, we'll talk about something that's kind of been on my mind, because I'm just looking at these Thanksgiving crowds. And I often wonder, how are people doing this? It's a legit question. But we'll start with that, and then we'll walk into the park and we'll check out all the Christmas decorations. We'll have a fantastic Thanksgiving Eve day. Welcome, everybody. Let's get inside. Let's go see Epcot, Festival of the Holidays. Welcome. Yeah, they're not playing the Christmas music yet, so it hasn't officially started. I thought for sure by now Epcot would have turned on the Christmas music. Not yet, I guess. This front area is always beautifully landscaped. The Spaceship Earth already is lining up with a pretty big wait. 40 minutes, 9:30 in the morning. Christmas at Epcot. So I'm kind of here in the center of Future World. I'm standing on the site of what would have been the original Fountain of Nations. And I think what's kind of disappointing is when they were designing this whole area, for one, I'm never going to drop it, but they should have never gotten rid of the Fountain of Nations. It was the stupidest decision ever. Because when you have a big space this open, you need kinetic energy, and there is none. Everything's too still around here. You need that kinetic, you need movement. That's why Epic Universe looks so good. It's got a lot of moving water. But this was all supposed to be decorated for each and every specialized season that Epcot did. That was part of the concept art. And there's nothing. How neat would this have been to put Christmas decorations in here? It would have been awesome. But there's nothing here. So, once again, that's why I'm not really getting too excited about some of the new concept art Disney has put out for their newer projects, like the Villains Land or even the Tropical Americas, because since I've been coming to Disney the last 8 years, none of their concept art has ever matched their completed projects. Universal, different story. All the other parks, different story. They match very closely to their concept art. Disney is very different. All right. Well, let's find some Christmas. We got the Jameters jamming out to my right, to my left. So we got some poinsettias here, but again, like that's it. Come on, man! Like they got this whole planet they could have done. Man, I need to be in charge of holiday decoration. All right, I see some new decorations though down yonder here. Defense. Defense. And right here in the middle, this is another one. Last year they had Goofy skating here, like on a Goofy and some of the other characters are like skating on what looked to be ice. And yet again, just like Food and Wine, this is just left barren. Again, man, this used to be a really neat area they decorated. Now, Festival of the Holidays hasn't officially started yet, so maybe they're going to add this in, but I'm just hoping it doesn't follow the same status as Food and Wine, where they just left this vacant. I still think this would have been an amazing spot for a cascading series of waterfalls right here. That would have been perfect here. All right, let's go over towards the Journey to Imagination. Actually, let's do this. Let's go to the land. Let's see what's going on in the land pavilion. I want to see if they've got the Glimmering Greenhouses boat ride up and running. It won't be the same as doing it at night, but if it's running, they should have the narration, and you should be able to see some of the lights. So let's start with that, and then we'll work our way into World Showcase. All right, so it looks like they got the signage up. We'll see. Let's see if the greenhouses are decorated. Definitely have to come out here at night and ride this.
Welcome to a voyage of discovery and awareness of the richness and diversity and often surprising nature of living with the land. Our journey begins as sudden changes are sweeping over the land. The hard surface of this land, even the hooves of the mighty buffalo helped create the rich soil that would one day become home to the American farm.
Here at Epcot, we're learning to reduce the need for chemical pesticides by breeding and using natural predators, like ladybugs and wasps, to control pests. In the farmlands across America, we're learning that by plowing under vegetation containing natural fertilizers, we can enrich the soil without the use of chemicals.
Oh, they got the lights up.
How will we meet tomorrow's growing needs for food production, yet still respect the needs of the land? Some of the answers are being discovered just ahead. To help us maintain these carefully controlled ecosystems, and for your safety, please remain seated in your boat at all times. to our glimmering greenhouses, where scientists from Epcot and the U.S. Department of Agriculture illuminate the wondrous gifts we receive from the land. Join us as we ring in the most bountiful time of the year. For some, it's difficult to imagine the holidays without winter and snow, but one of the most important holiday crops actually grows in the tropics. For centuries, farmers in Central America have cultivated cacao to make chocolate. In fact, cacao is chocolate's main ingredient. Today, people around the world are able to enjoy a variety of sweets and keep warm with a cup of hot cocoa, thanks to this tropical plant. But seafood is an essential part of many festivities. In parts of South Italy, family and friends gather once a year to celebrate WDW with a 7-course seafood dinner. Tilapia, bass, and shrimp, like the ones raised here using our sustainable water systems, make up just some of the dishes served during this grand meal. Today, in the United States, the tradition is known as the Feast of the Seven Fishes. Citrus, like the oranges grown here, are common in Florida, but in Northern Europe, where fresh fruit is rare in winter, they're much harder to find, making them an extra special stocking stuffer. During Chinese New Year, these vibrant fruits are given as gifts of good fortune.
Carolina Reaper.
They say it's better to give than to receive. And in this greenhouse, we're celebrating the holidays by giving back to the land using innovative farming techniques. By recycling water, we can give plants rich nutrients. By giving plants ladybugs, we're able to control pests and reduce the need for pesticides. And by growing ground plants vertically, we give them better protection from disease. With these gifts, our plants can grow an abundance of festive vegetables. This greenhouse alone grows a bountiful 15 tons of produce each year. When we give more, we receive more, making the most of the land's green gifts. Many of the plants you see here help spice up the holidays. The bark of cinnamon trees, like the one growing beside you, is used to make cinnamon sticks. Do you like eggnog? You can thank nutmeg for its signature taste. Other spices, like ginger and vanilla, add flavor to a variety of holiday cookies, cakes, and other delights. By cultivating these festive plants with care and good cheer, Epcot scientists are able to celebrate the holidays with the land's many gifts. These greenhouses represent just a fraction of the work being done worldwide to produce healthy harvests for our growing population. Scientists, farmers, and even factory
Come together.
These greenhouses represent just a fraction of the work being done worldwide to produce valuable harvests for our growing population. In laboratories, scientists, farmers, and even backyard gardeners are doing their part to improve the quantity and quality of foods that we all rely upon. Together, we can continue to find more ways to increase food production and protect our precious natural environment. Only then will we truly be living with the land.
Well, that was fun. Man, it's nice to see all the greenhouses done up like that. I'm going to have to go through there at nighttime. Man, I can't imagine what that's going to look like. Basically, about 3 or 4 years ago, they started with just a little bit. And then it kept growing, got more and more popular. And it's probably one of the most high attendance attractions at night once we get into the Christmas season. Yeah, the lines for this will get up to an hour long sometimes at nighttime, but it's worth it. It looks really good. I can't wait to go back through here at nighttime. And you can find this on the My Disney Experience. Highly recommend this. It's a great tour. And it's not that bad either. It's like 35, 40 bucks. Well, now let's head on into World Showcase here. See what we can find. So they have this near the Festival and Chestnuts and Good Cheer kitchen. Oh wow. So like Flower Garden, they have a sponsorship again from Scentsy where they, instead of the flowers, they got the festive fragrances, clove and cinnamon. And it does. It smells like clove and cinnamon. And they have them inside these Christmas ornaments. That's really cool. Oh, we got Ginger Cookie Crunch over here. All the gingerbread houses, gingerbread trees. It smells very much like gingerbread here. Yeah, it even has the bees fooled. Look at that. That's where all the scents are coming out of. And over here we've got frosted cedar. Yeah, it smells like you're in a fresh forest for sure. And we got maple apple bourbon over here. Oh yeah, that smells delicious. It's just funny how the bees are all flying around that smellitizer there. It's that good. It's got the bees fooled. That's a pretty neat attraction here. So yeah, if you're over here it's on the back side of Journey to Imagination, right over here. It's Chestnuts and Good Cheer booth. Just come right on over here. Look for all the Christmas ornaments. That's pretty neat. So entering into World Showcase, we're going to start the Canada route this time. We're going to go Canada around to Mexico. Counterclockwise today. Let's take a stop here in Canada, shall we? Let's see what's going on. I like the greenery on the skis with the mittens. Oh, they even got the ski poles in there. This is always a long ongoing staple here, the Canadian Holiday Voyagers. Yeah, this is a good show.
Yeah, we're not going in there.
All right, we need to find my all-time favorite Christmas decoration in all of the Disney World Resort. We're coming up on it right here. Every year. This is always my favorite right here. Don't ask me why. It's probably because both my grandparents, I think, had this exact same teapot and always had it out during Christmas time. And I love the illusion of it. It looks like it's floating there. Always a treat to see that every year.
Okay.
This is one of the other areas I have to show you all. This is where they have the Christmas storytellers. And of course, this is the United Kingdom. So we have a Christmas tree here, all decorated as you would see it in the UK. And then this is Father Christmas. And so Father Christmas comes out here and talks about Christmas in the UK. It's really neat. Oh, these are new. They've put some macarons on the lamppost of the bridge connecting UK to France. And right here we have Père Noël for France. Him and Father Christmas both do a fantastic job. They've had the same cast members do these particular Santas year after year, and they both do a phenomenal job. Also similar to the Barn Santa over in Norway, which we'll work our way that way too to see that. But just for the fun of it, let's see what the Ratatouille line looks like on a Thanksgiving week. All right. Moment of truth around the corner here. Oh, they normally have a wait sign out here, but they've got it turned off. Maybe they don't want to scare people away this early yet. That's why there's no wait time. The ride's closed. Okay. Okay. So, ride's closed. So Morocco doesn't have any Christmas decorations. Next one up, Japan. There isn't a whole lot in Japan at the moment. However, this is another one of their holiday storytellers right here. And this is for the new year. And our next stop on our World Showcase adventure, America. And I can already see the Candlelight Processional. The stage looks like it's just about ready. They got a few things yet to do, but it looks about ready. Oh, I cannot wait to see this. We will be here a lot in the evenings for this. We'll do this and then glimmering greenhouses. That's going to be kind of how it's going to go for the next month and a half. Look at this. See if any of this will show up. There we go. Over here in Epcot, in the America Pavilion, we got a beautiful tree. This tree is here every year, and it always looks good. Kind of like a miniature version of the one at the entrance to World Showcase. This one's right next to the American holiday table. is one of the food booths here. Yeah, it looks great. So inside of this building, also they'll do the Voices of Liberty. They'll do a Christmas concert in here. They also have gingerbread on display. Let's see if it's out yet. Inside of the rotunda here at the American Adventure. This is all done very nicely. They don't have the gingerbreads up just yet. Usually they'll sit over here somewhere. Right there is where the Voices of Liberty will sing. Their Christmas concert is really good. And obviously this building was designed with acoustics in mind, because when you stand in the middle, everything sounds incredible. Yeah, you can actually hear your voice reverberate back to you if you stand directly in the middle here and talk. And Italy's looking nice. You know what I wish they would do though, is put a nice big Christmas tree right here in the middle. What a perfect spot that would be. But well, actually maybe there will be one. They're not done yet, because right here is where La Befana comes out and tells her story. So up ahead is Via Napoli. So because of Disney's incompetent leadership and their willingness to continually tear down really good attractions and very memorable attractions and land areas, we're gonna have to do the Pizza Rizzo and Via Napoli comparison, because we won't be able to do that after long. There's a challenge out there. Not many have done it, but basically the word on the street is Pizza Rizzo is better than Via Napoli. We'll have to find out. But yes, by the few people that have done that challenge, so far it's Pizza Rizzo 4, Via Napoli 0. But since Pizza Rizzo is going to be a thing of the past coming up, we'll have to do that at some point in the next couple weeks. Now, they haven't announced a closing time for that whole area, but I'm going to imagine it's going to be sometime in the next few months. And of course, the next land that's next up on our list is Germany. They're always decorating. Or Germany's always got good stuff. And they have the year-round Christmas shop too. Oh, that's neat. The train in a bottle. Oh, and they got Christmas cars on there. Oh, those are cool lanterns right there. And of course, we have the pickle tree. So I have to get a new ornament this year. Every year, I try to get 1 or 2 new ornaments from here. Add to the tree.
Germany, this is the Germany official ornament.
Because like it just feels so awesome. They know.
And the trees here in Germany are nothing but sticks again. It's so hard to believe. These things are full of leaves during the spring, summer, and early fall. And now they look like somebody literally went through and plucked every single leaf off of them. Over in Germany, they also have some of the storytellers. There is no crying at Disney. So we're coming up on Norway. This is what happens when you don't have a lot of like e-ticket level attractions and one of your main ones is closed for a year. This is the Frozen line. It starts here, and we'll follow it. Still going. This is why, it's exactly why I'm telling people, if you're considering coming to Disney World, I would wait for about 3 years, because this is what's going to happen in the other parks when the other main lands and attractions go out of service for construction. And what's really funny is it says 65 minutes. That's probably the funniest thing I've seen all day. They don't want to put that number up there. That legitimately from back there, you're probably looking 2.5 hours easily. Holy cow, still going. And then it loops back around on itself. 65 minutes, that's hilarious. But this is what happens when you have Ratatouille is not working. Test Track is closed for a year. This is really it, because Guardians you can't access unless you have a virtual queue, or you've paid the astronomical price for a Lightning Lane, because this is what every park is going to look like next year. But that also uncovers a greater issue, and that's there's not much to do at the parks. There really isn't. They took away a lot of the entertainment. You know, it does help when like Festival of the Holidays starts up and you have all of the offerings. That does help disperse people, but they've taken away so many live entertainment performers and so much extra things that there were to do here. Alright, let's go take a look at Mexico here. See what we got. They usually have this done up really nicely too. And of course, we have the best Christmas tree on the whole property. I'm a big fan of the Epcot tree.
Go for it.
What logo do y'all want?
One of the things I love that they did is they repurposed these snow globes.
Good job.
They were the 100th anniversary snow globes, and they kept them on the tree, and they just took the 100 off of them. So a nice touch. I love it too, because they have all of the different ornaments that represent the different countries around the world.